If you're thinking about moving to Boise or one of the surrounding cities like Meridian or Eagle, you're going to want to know exactly what to expect when moving there. But good news is we're going to be making this entire video dedicated to exactly that. And by the end of it, you will also know some of the most amazing events you're going to want to check out this year. So make sure you guys stay tuned, and we're going to give you guys all the pros tips, all the pros tricks, and all the local things that I wish I knew when I moved here. Now guys, before we dive into the content today, I do want to mention that we do have an amazing Boise relocation guide for those of you that are curious about what it looks like to move here. Down in the description below, you guys can download it. It'll tell you guys everything from the neighborhoods, from the events, from places to eat. I mean, just absolutely everything you're going to want to know about living or moving to Boise. So make sure you guys download that. Now getting back to it, first let's kick it off with where in the heck is Boise and the surrounding areas? Well, on the map, if you were to look at it, it is in southwest Idaho. And guys, it is absolutely gorgeous in the area. I mean, we're at a park today recording. Tons of people walking the park, walking their dogs. You have some people that are, you know, just enjoying the dogs, enjoying their walks. Some people that are playing basketball. You have some youth that are playing flag football and practicing. Then you got some kiddos that are playing, you know, in the playground. And then you also have some teenagers that are playing basketball. So guys, I mean, this is like the norm for Boise. It's just such an outdoor friendly place to where if you love outdoor recreation, if you love coming out and just enjoying your time outside, you're gonna absolutely love Boise and everything it has to offer. So guys, if this is your first time on the channel, welcome to or welcome back to the channel, depending on if you've been here before. I'm Naseem, your favorite YouTuber in Boise, hopefully. And I'm also a local realtor here in the area. So if you're someone that is getting ready to relocate, and if you're curious about what it looks like to live here, or just curious about what the real estate market is, or even just curious about purchasing a home here, what you can do is reach out to me. You can call me, text me, or email me. Even if it's not real estate related and you just want to reach out directly to me, I would love to help and just guide you in any way I can. So you're gonna see my information pop up. Call me, text me, or email me literally any day of the week, anytime. I will always get back to you guys as soon as I can. But more importantly, also do me a huge favor, subscribe to the video, to the YouTube channel, and also press the top of the screen, that little notification bell. It'll let you guys get notified whenever we make more amazing videos just like this. But let's kind of kick it back with what we're talking about today, which is what to expect living in Boise. So first, let's talk about the Boise lifestyle overview. I know I kind of showed you guys a little bit as far as what it looks like to be at a park, to kind of be outside and just explore what it looks like during the summer. And it's kind of warming up. It's still kind of springtime, but as you can see, this is a weekday. We're recording on a Wednesday. It's about 6 p.m. and there's people all over the place. You have cars driving on the other side of me. There's just a ton of activity going on, but this is the normal as far as Boise lifestyle wise. Now, if you're someone that enjoys going downtown or the city vibe, the good news is Boise is not like a huge city, right? It's a small city in comparison to like San Diego or Denver, Los Angeles, or you know, Atlanta, or some of those big areas that have tons of people living there. Boise, on the population side of things, is a little over 200,000. We're probably getting closer to 250 now. But I will say that there's not a ton of traffic. There's not a ton of congestion. You don't feel like it's overpopulated. So as far as downtown goes with Boise, I mean, there's not a ton of things to the scale of some of the cities we mentioned. However, you do still have the bars. You do still have some clubs if you're into the club scene. You do have a ton of different places you can go out and eat. So for me personally, whenever I go downtown, I know the one place I'm going is going to be Gallo's Tacos on a Friday night, Saturday night. It's one of the pop-up taco stands, one of the most authentic taco places. I'm a huge foodie guy. So if you're someone that's a foodie, the good news is you do have some areas, but the bad news is there's not a ton of diversity when it comes to the food just yet. More and more things are coming. I mean, not to say that In-N-Out is a diversified plate or anything like that, but In-N-Out just came out here. You have Raising Cane's that just came out here. You have big franchise restaurants that are starting to pop up, and then you have a ton of like local mom and pop shops that also popped up here. So just more and more things that are continuously popping up, which is awesome, especially if you're a foodie just like me. I can literally eat all day long. I tell everyone I'm literally like a garbage disposal. I just eat everything and it's terrible. But thankfully I work out and I maintain myself a little bit so it doesn't reflect that. So outside of restaurants, and oh, maybe I should mention this, they have a ton of coffee shops. So if you're someone that has to wake up and get your coffee in the morning, I mean, outside of Starbucks, you have Dutch Bros, which is another big franchise out here. You have Human Bean, which is another franchise out here. You also have just a bunch of like local spots like Black Coffee. I don't know if that's a franchise outside of Boise, to be honest with you guys, but that's super big out here. And then you also have just, you know, some random spots throughout Boise downtown and other places as well. So something else I'm going to mention about Boise is that it does have a ton of family-friendly activities, whether it's an event that we're going to talk about later in the video, or just going to some of the school events and some of the school districts that they offer some really great programs out here. So there's a lot of different opportunities for you on the family side of things as well, which is awesome, to include sporting events and, you know, coming to the park and things of that nature, as you guys can see literally behind me. But just so many different things. And even as an adult, if you're someone that's into like like athletics, and I've mentioned this before, I don't really touch base on it too much, but they have a bunch of like sports leagues for adults, like co-ed leagues, or if you're someone that likes to go play flag football or softball, and maybe you even like some of the professional leagues that they have. So they have like an indoor professional football team out here, which isn't too popular, but they also do have Boise State University, which is a little more well known across the country right now, especially after the running back that they just had for the last year. But man, there's just so many different things on the athletic side of things. So if you're into that or would like more information, you can also just let me know, and I'm more than happy to share that as well. But not to get too deep into that, it is just overall, Boise is just overall a great place, especially if you're just kind of maybe a little younger and looking to establish somewhere, or even someone that is looking to retire and just settle. Most people love just everything that it has to offer. So in conclusion, on the Boise side of things, if you're someone that is, whether you're a young professional, someone looking to retire, I mean, just regardless of what you're looking for, Boise's probably going to fit the criteria for what you're looking for. It's going to check a lot of the boxes, and we're going to dive obviously more into some other things as well. So next, we're going to talk about the city of Meridian. Now, Meridian is my personal city, and I mention it every time because I am biased, but for good reasons. Meridian is one of the fastest growing areas, and it's one of the fastest developing as well, because I believe Boise's on this kind of brink of where like they're starting to run out of space. They're starting to expand more into some of the surrounding cities, and Meridian is more than definitely going to be one of the most popular ones that they're expanding into now, from developing commercial buildings to residential housing and apartments and all that good stuff. I mean, you just can't go wrong with how much they're developing in Meridian. I mean, they just brought the first Topgolf, they just brought the first Shields in the Boise and surrounding areas to Meridian. They're also bringing the Village, we'll call it his big brother, the Super Village, which they're getting ready to build. And the Village, if you're not aware, is basically like a huge shopping outlet. And I mean, it is an outdoor shopping outlet. I can kind of show you it here. It's right here. We'll let you guys see some of the drone footage and B-roll we have for you, but it's just an absolutely beautiful area. If you're a Costco fan, they also have Costco's. They also have just a ton of different things coming. So if you're a shopper, you're probably gonna love Meridian and everything that's coming to there, as well as if you're someone that is looking for a really solid school district or solid school academic program as a whole, then you're going to absolutely love Meridian, as it is a part of the West Ada School District. And the reason why you're gonna love it is they were the #1 rated for both English language arts last year in scores, as well as mathematics. So when it comes to the schooling system, you're just gonna have a ton of options, whether you're looking for public schools, charter schools, and this applies to Boise and as well as Eagle, but it's just very common for people that are kind of looking for maybe a little more advancement, or maybe just a little more opportunity, or just to be able to have more options as a whole to move to Boise, Meridian, or some of those surrounding areas when it comes to the schooling aspect of it. Now, it's also great for families that maybe don't want to live in Boise but would love to be in the surrounding area, or maybe be a part of something that is still growing and still has a ton of ways to go. Meridian is going to be a great option for you, but for the most part, Meridian overall is just pretty similar to Boise. In my personal opinion, it's just going to be a lot better. Personal opinion here, super biased once again. That's just how I believe a lot of people living or moving to Meridian feel as well. All right, now the next city and the last city we're going to talk about today is going to be Eagle. Now, Eagle is basically, I like to call it the Beverly Hills of Idaho, because it is just so elegant. It's like a higher end living kind of area, and it's really well known for all the space that it has. I mean, if you're looking for spectacular homes, if you're looking for spectacular big lots, if you're looking for like just a super peaceful community and a lot less population, then Eagle is definitely going to be it, because there is a quarter of the people living in Eagle that there is living in Boise. Now, I will say Eagle, although it is surrounding the Boise area, it does kind of touch paths, because they do have the Greenbelt River that runs through Boise and Eagle. And then you also do have the Foothills, which runs from Boise to Eagle, which the Foothills is basically just an amazing, I don't want to call it a mountain, but it's pretty much a mountain that is just super attractive. We'll call it hills because it's foothills. So super attractive, super sexy, and people just love the hills. And a lot of houses that are built on the hills are so stunning. I mean, they are gorgeous. We'll show you guys some of those as well. But they're also known for something that I personally love, which is their golf courses. They have some great golf courses. They also have some great golf courses in Boise. I don't want to take credit away from Boise, but Eagle is known for some of their golf courses that they have, as well as the art walks and just boutique, dining. Like when it comes to fine dining, you definitely have a ton of options in Eagle. They're starting to become more diversified, as well as the foodie side of things, as we're bringing my fat self back up to the food side of things, since everything is driven by food, of course. All jokes aside though, you do have fine dining in Eagle. You just have so much opportunity there. And also their farmers markets are pretty incredible. They do those typically when it's warmer on Saturdays, and they have a lot of locals that come out. And you know, Eagle is also really well known for a lot of the people living there being retired. So there's a ton of retirees that move to Eagle, or people that have have relocated from California also tend to go and live in Eagle as well, just because of what it has and what it offers. So to sum it up, for those of you that are looking to upsize, for those of you that are looking to live at another level or live up to that next level, Eagle is going to be a great option for you. But that's pretty much what I would expect from Eagle. It does still have like a small town vibe, kind of similar to like the Home Alone movie. If you've seen it, it looks kind of like that Hallmark movie. All in all, I would say that Eagle is a great spot just in general. I mean, all three cities we've mentioned are great. Now we'll do some honorable mentions real quick. I know I said I'll only mention 3, but we'll only go in depth on 3. But the other 3 that I want to mention are going to be Kuna is more bang for your buck, 20 minutes away from Boise, not as developed, but it is fast growing still, and it does have a ton of potential coming to the future. Next, you have Nampa and Caldwell, lower cost of living, ideal for people that are maybe more so just trying to have that best bang for the buck as well. But they're just 30 minutes away, potentially 25 minutes away. I will say traffic does get pretty hectic. Driving from Nampa, Caldwell to Boise, it does become, you do start to hit that 25-30 minute drive as you get further and further away, but it's not too terrible. It's just during those peak hours. But also in addition to that, it does bonus wise have lower cost of living, so that is also just a lot more attractive for people while still not being too far away from Boise. Now next city, this is the last city I'll actually mention, so thanks for working with me here, but it's going to be Star, Idaho. Now, Star, Idaho is considered rural. Now, it is developing. It is growing fast. You do have much larger lots, and I mean, think of it kind of like there's a ton of acre lots. You're going to have a lot of half-acre lots. You're going to have a lot of just space. You're not necessarily going to be toe-to-toe with your neighbors where you could high-five out the window, but it's still affordable as of right now, and it is getting more expensive, just to be blunt, but it is super peaceful, super quiet. People love Stars. So if you're looking for somewhere a little more away from civilization, 35, maybe 40-minute drive from Boise, you're going to love Star, Idaho. So once again, I did promise you guys some events, so now we're going to dive into some of the events that are coming to the Boise and surrounding areas. So event number one, I should say, is going to be the Tree Fort Music Festival. Now this unfortunately is going to be March 26th through the 30th, so you're probably going to miss it this year. However, they do it every single year. So next year, what it is basically downtown Boise's iconic, indie food, art, music, technical festival. I mean, you have just so much different bands, so much different types of genres, so many different types of groups of people that are coming out and just performing and having a good time. I mean, it's super family friendly, super community driven, so you're going to see a lot of the people, a lot of folks that are local and just stand out at most events are all going to be there. So you'll absolutely love it. It's a great time, and it's 4 days long, so that's also a big plus, and you can enjoy it throughout the week. Next, you're going to have the Boise Flower and Garden Show. Now, for those of you with the green thumb, you're going to love this because you're going to be able to go out and just explore and see what it has to offer. Now, this is going to be at the Boise Center, and this is going to be March 28th through the 30th. Perfect for plant lovers, backyard dreamers, and DIYers. So all of the above. If you just love your greens, if you love having or trying to have that green thumb, then you'll definitely enjoy that event. Next, you're going to have the Boise Music Festival. Now, Boise Music Festival is the most popular one. It is June 21st, 2 days before a legend was born, aka me. But this is a full day of live music at the Expo, Idaho. They have pretty big names. I believe Jason Derulo just came out recently. If you don't know who Jason Derulo is, fair enough. They've had a lot of big country guys come out. They've had a lot of big everything come. I mean, they've had some big names coming out, genuinely. So you'll definitely enjoy that. I think even Post Malone came out for one of those events as well. So don't quote me on that. I'm not someone that goes to the Boise Music Festival personally, but I know it's a really good time. And they have tons of food trucks. Once again, that might be the one reason I go. But they also have beer gardens and just tons of things for the family to enjoy. So just a really, really good time. Tons of events. And guys, these aren't even scratching the surface. I mean, you still have your Boise State football games that you can attend. You have your Boise State basketball games you can attend. You have the annual hot air balloon event that they do every single year. They do a lot of winter holiday type themed events as well. So there's just so many different things I'm not going to be able to touch the surface on because they have so much. And also, not to mention that they also have the Boise Idaho Steelheads, which is a professional hockey team out here. I'm telling you guys, there's so many different things that they have, so many different parks that they throw these events at. And Morrison Park is one of the more popular parks that they do a lot of events at, and Barber Park. And then they also have the Boise River and all these, man, it's just so much. 4th of July, they do some cool stuff. Memorial Day, they do some pretty cool stuff. Whatever you can possibly think of event-wise, they probably do it here. Just a matter of being aware as far as what they're doing and what's going on in the community. So if you guys have questions about moving here, once again, as much as I love making these videos for you guys, I would absolutely love to help you with your home buying needs. So you'll see my phone number, my cell phone, as well as my email pop up on the screen. Call me, text me, email me. The more information you can provide, the more I can help. And as always, guys, I absolutely love you guys. I appreciate you guys for supporting us. And you can continue to do so by subscribing to the channel below. Comment anything that you would like to see in the future or how we can help you. And also, if you press the notification bell at the top of the screen, you'll get notified when we make more amazing videos like this. Once again, love you guys. See you on the next one.